Justin, Overwatch 2 had a huge release despite all the issues that we talked about last week. According to Blizzard, it surpassed the original game's peak player count in terms of concurrent players, and apparently had more than 25 million players for Overwatch 2 in the first 10 days, which is contrasted to the first game's 15 million players in its first 3 months. So despite all these issues, people love Overwatch. It's still going to be seen as to whether or not people really stick with Overwatch, because it, again, as we talked about last week, is so much of the same. But what do you take of that, Justin?
Yeah, I think it shows you the power of free to play. This would not. I would bet you a lot of money. Everything I have in my wallet, which I'm not wearing a wallet right now, but everything in my wallet, I would bet you that if this was a paid game, it would not have been that big of a launch. And I think people would have been even more upset with the game if it was what it was. Can you imagine?
If it was paid, it would be criminal.
And you couldn't play the original Overwatch anymore, like on top of it too. Oh, yeah. They would be rioting. But yeah, it's the power of free to play. Like, there's a reason why companies want to do this model. It's the profitable way to keep money coming into you. Which, speaking of getting money, where does this money go? The voice actors don't think so. So like, it is going to be profitable for it. I don't know what these specific numbers are on. Do they have any money on sales or Battle Pass numbers yet?
I don't think they've spoken about that now.
Yeah, it's a little too early to tell with that. But, I mean, even a fraction of people playing that game get the Battle Pass. They're going to be making some good money with the launch of this game. And I think it's going to have more interest in the community again. It's going to like have its esports, have a new life to it. A bunch of more money will come in that way. They're looking fine with this. Personally, I don't know if I need to play this game for a while. And I mean, I really just played it like last week for a little bit. We played it when we did our bonus episode. But what about you? Yeah. Has it been calling you back? Do you need to play this game more? You had the Battle Pass.
I've been playing it for work. So like, yeah, you know what I mean? It is a game. It's a great game for, putting a podcast on, relaxing too. If you're just looking for a way to unwind. But yeah, I'm not like necessarily super, I don't feel the need to be playing this every single day in the same way that I did with the original Overwatch. But I think a part of that also is like they've spoken about the fact that they are not interested in tweaking and adjusting settings and things like that as frequently as they were. They're going to be doing it sort of every season now. So like rebalancing and like changes and stuff for the first season the next time that they're going to rebalance the game is in December. So we still have 2 months until they say, hey, here's what we want to change. Here's, whose ultimate's going to get changed up a little bit. Here are the damage numbers that are going to be changed, whatever. Which I think is a long time for a game as like, with a game that has, and I'm like saying this like literally, with a game that has so little going for it in terms of like, like we talked about this last week, I think, with like Fortnite, like, okay, they had a grappling hook to that game. What does that mean for like the whole game? Like there's so many things that they can add and change and stuff in a game like Fortnite that they just don't have the ability to in Overwatch, because the only real variables that change are like cosmetics, right? Like, and then also like the literal damage numbers that are coming out of weapons and cooldown times and stuff like that. So for a game like this that has so little in terms of like variables and things that can be changing, like the fact that they're only doing that so infrequently, I think might be a little bit of an issue, especially because like Bastion is just taken out of the game because he's got a bug. He's just not in the game anymore.
Oh, they're not even bringing him back?
I assume he'll be back eventually. But they just cut him. They just straight up cut him. So I guess we'll see about like if he's not coming back until December or what. But it's just one of those things where I don't know what the longevity of this game is going to be.
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe If they can keep the content drip alive, so every 2 months you get a spike of players, there's a reason to come back with the new season. Maybe I can see it. But do you know when the single player is coming out? Because to me, that's saying that what they don't.
2023.
Okay, so a while yet, because that would be a nice little jump in player count and stuff like that. But until I can be assured that they're going to be coming out with consistently good content and good, like, significant content with another season, I don't know like how much I could play this before it just becomes that mindless thing. And there are plenty of other mindless things to play. For you, like, Persona 5 is pretty mindless at this point, right?
Oh no, I'm on the edge of my seat every second of that video game.
Oh, so it might be hard to play at the gym.
Oh no, that's perfect for the gym. Concentrate on. If I'm like on an elliptical, like I'm like zoned into a video game, like time just like flies by.
I see you doing like you're doing curls, like, but you're like switching off arms, like you're playing the game using the Joy-Con in one hand, and then like you switch off and do the other one, like really productive.
Yeah, I heard someone watches like anime while they work out, which I think is a good idea. Like if you're watching like a fight, like a battle anime, like I think that's a really good idea. But like actually watching it while you are like lifting, like sounds like I would be too distracted is what I'm trying to say. Like I would not do well like that. But
hey, if Deiko can do it, I can do it too.
If who can do it?
Deku. Am I saying his name wrong? Deku.
What do you? I guess I don't know what you're trying to say.
My Hero Academia.
Oh, Deku. Yes. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I was like, what?
Deku? Deku.
Yeah.
I don't think this is another. I found another samurai word for me.
Yeah, Deku.
Deku.
Little
Deku. Deku tree.
I'm like, I don't even know what that is.